Hello everybody, my dear friends, my dear astrology lovers, English-speaking followers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Olga Vasilchuk, and I would like to present you today the analysis of the planetary transit aspects for 2 weeks, starting from the new moon in Libra on October 8 until November 23, 2018. My friends, the new moon in the 16th degree of Libra, 1548 of Libra, will be formed on October 8 at 11:46 p.m. Montreal time. And this new moon will be associated with the theme of power and control in relationships. And the task of this upcoming lunar month will be to find ways to restore the lost balance in a relationship or in social life. But we will be helped by the zodiacal sign in which the conjunction moon-sun will be formed. The sign of Libra, as you know, symbolizes balance, peace, harmony, compromise, a partnership. During the first 3 days after the new moon, 3 difficult aspects will be formed. They will be exact, accurate, highlighting the problematic of the theme of power and control in a relationship, and posing in front of us complex tasks, difficult issues to resolve. But there will be one supportive aspect that will help us to find rational solutions to the difficulties. In addition to the 3 tense difficult aspects that I will comment now briefly, the ruler of the new moon, Venus, which rules Libra, well, it will be in square with Mars, which will be one of the 3 difficult aspects. But Venus, I remind you, is retrograde and it's in a weak position. It's in Scorpio, in detriment. So that means that if we accept the well-known thesis that the new moon is the beginning of something, is the beginning of a new microcycle, of a new lunar month, this is a birth of a new scenarios in the sphere of life for you that corresponds to the house of the chart where the conjunction sun-moon is projected for you. Then this beginning promises to be difficult. It will be linked to obstacles to overcome, to the resistance of the environment or of certain people in our environment. But another particularity of this new moon is that it opens the corridor of the midpoint of the eclipses, which will be finished. It will end up during the new moon on the 7th of November. In other words, the 3 next lunar phases, the new moon of October 8th, the full moon of October 24th, and the new moon of November 7th, will form squares to the points of the eclipses of summer 2018. And after the corridor of midpoint of eclipses, 3 months after this period, we will live another pair of eclipses of winter 2019. That being said, the coming month will bring to the surface the subjects of the summer eclipses. The upcoming month will be the culmination of scenarios conceived or formed at the subtle levels during the period of the corridor of the summer eclipses. I remind you the dates of the past eclipses. The solar eclipse in Cancer on July 12th, the lunar eclipse on the axis Leo Aquarius on July 28th, and the solar eclipse in Leo on August 11th. Before to talk about the aspects between the planets, I would like to start with the ingression of the week. On October 10th, Mercury enters Scorpio. It will stay in the sign until October 31st, but Mercury will walk through the signs of Scorpio and Sagittarius until the December 12th because of its retrograde phase, the 3rd of this year. So Mercury will be in Scorpio from October 10th until October 31st. It enters Sagittarius on October 31st, and it will be retrograde on November 16th in Sagittarius. Then on December 1st it gets back to Scorpio. Then it gets direct in Scorpio on December 6th, and it enters once again in Sagittarius on December 12th. So during the transit of Mercury by Scorpio, we will have the ability to establish deep and permanent relationships. Reactions to interrelations will be very strong. Excessive sensitivity and vulnerability may occur. On one hand, we will have the ability to feel the other person, to feel others very well, but at the same time, there is a risk of sarcasm and causticity in communication. We have to try to focus rather on the qualities of the person, and instead of underlying their negative traits, right? Because nobody is perfect. So if we focus on the qualities of other people, then they will pleasantly surprise us with time. So the 3 tense aspects just after the new moon. October 10th, Mercury in Scorpio is in opposition to Uranus in Taurus. This aspect will help us to show independence of spirit, originality and ingenuity, but at the same time the manifestation of negative qualities such as irritability and imbalance is possible. Another warning concerns communication, the communication style, the way we communicate with other people. We have to control ourselves, trying not to provoke conflicts. Conflicts can be provoked even involuntarily. During the opposition Mercury-Uranus, overwork or an abundant social activity may, instead of giving a desired result, provoke irritability and even a burnout. The second tense aspect, Venus in Scorpio in square to Mars in Aquarius on October 11th. So the same day almost, the conflict between masculine and feminine origin. This is the symbolism of the square Mars-Venus, both on the psychological level and in the outside world. The feminine principle tends to cede in strength to the masculine principle, because Venus is visibly weakened compared to Mars. It's in Scorpio in the position of detriment and it's retrograde. The desire for self-assertion can be perceived as rudeness and aggression. Impatience and intolerance will create problems in relationships. We must try to be more lenient, more tolerant to other people. At the same time, very interesting and vivid romantic adventures with the shadow of extremism are possible. However, in this case, it's difficult to predict a long-lasting relationship in the future. The third tense aspect of the first week of the month, October 12th, the Sun in Libra in square to Pluto in Capricorn, can be an incentive to self-improvement and can give us the ability to achieve goals and to win. But also, this aspect can lead to conflicts with other people due to carelessness, hostility, struggle for power. We will see the actualization of power and of domination, especially, both in social and personal space. Splashes of destructive energy, the revelation of the dark and hidden sides of the personality, manifestation of the effects of a previous psychological trauma, for example, will describe the mood of these days. And it's better these days to avoid overly obsessed people and to avoid crowds, especially gatherings of aggressive people. But as I said, there is an aspect that will soften this tension caused by 3 tense aspects. October 12th, Mercury in Scorpio in sextile to Saturn in Capricorn. Successful solution of practical problems, ability to concentrate, planning of long-term unions and collaborations, effective mental efforts. The painful tasks will be resolved easily and quickly. October 15th, Mercury will be in conjunction with Venus in Scorpio. This aspect will give us the opportunity to feel the beauty of the speech, the ability to notice beauty in everything that surrounds us, and to deepen intellectual activity. But during these days, close to the aspect, a wave of passion can also carry us away, which will then disappear quickly, leaving only a deep impression, a deep memory, souvenir. These are good days for romantic encounters, for flirting, for any type of action designed to impress your partner. The days close to the aspect are not bad for the beginning of an advertising campaign and for any public action that aims to improve your personal status. Mercury in Scorpio in Trine to Neptune in Pisces on October 19th. By the way, Mercury forms a lot of aspects during these 2 weeks of the lunar month. So the trine Mercury-Neptune will give a good intuition and a depth of thinking processes, as well as the ability to show compassion and sacrifice in relationships. The manifestation of the ability to see the essence of things, the activation of intuition, the ability to discover what is hidden and also to find a lost object. These are good days for creative work, for in-depth analysis of something, what is important to you, including dreams. October 19th, the same day, Mercury in Scorpio is in square to Mars in Aquarius. This aspect can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts in the relationships of the team. Use rather liberated energy peacefully to achieve common goals. We'll have tendency to impulsive reactions, to the hurry, to poorly designed solutions. Inconsistency in words, irritability, unfair criticism, possible mechanical damages, transport problems, useless conflicts about trifles, clumsy jokes. We should not verbalize what we could regret later. October 22nd, Mercury in Scorpio in Sextile to Pluto in Capricorn. These are good days to solve complex intellectual problems, to negotiate, to convince, to make someone change his mind. Medical intervention, of course recommended by the doctor, performed at this time will be very efficient. October 23rd, the Sun enters Scorpio, where it will stay, of course, approximately 1 month. Happy birthday, dear Scorpios. The transit of the Sun by the sign of Scorpio encourages us to unite with other people, to work on the elimination of our faults, on mutual improvement, and on the creation of relationships based on a strict system of values and ideas. At the same time, difficulties are possible in relationships because of the intransitions. At the same time, difficulties are possible in relationships because of actually intransigence. At the same time, difficulties are possible in relationships because actually of intransigence towards the imperfection of others. The qualities of Scorpio will stimulate in us depth, sensitivity, sensuality, vulnerability, and intuition, as well as transformational and transformative processes. And in the end of the analyzed period, on October 24th, the Sun will be in opposition to Uranus, the Sun in Scorpio, Uranus in Taurus. The aspect activates in us the desire to awaken spiritually and to awaken others also. The passionate need of the new and of love for freedom, for independence and justice. It will be possible to find a common language with absolutely everyone, to unite completely different people at first glance, to unite them in groups, and to encourage them to achieve common goals. This is a good time to organize various events and to work as a team, in a team. And the last aspect of the period, October 24th, Venus in Scorpio and sextile to Saturn in Capricorn, contributes to the emergence of new goals and perspectives in our activities. It gives caution in feelings and allows us to make the right choice. It's a good time for any work that requires calm and concentration. However, don't forget that Venus is retrograde, so the retrograde nature of Venus suggests that we have to rethink about the experience acquired in the past. So it's not recommended to take active steps in launching fundamentally new projects in business and in starting new long-term relationships that we would like to see lasting. I have a separate video on Venus retrograde. You can find it in the playlist on my channel. My friends, this is it for today. Thank you for your time, for your attention. Take care of yourself. Happy new moon, and I talk to you very, very soon. Goodbye.